The purpose of this video is to learn how to put a binomial distribution table in your calculator's list environment. Here's our video problem. Assume that a procedure yields a binomial probability model with the trial repeated 5 times. Suppose the probability of success on any trial is 47%. Then X counts the number of successes in 5 trials. Describe the probability distribution by filling out the table below. So what we're going to do is go ahead and use the calculator to do this. Once we get the table in our calculator, then we'll just take a look at what the entries are in L1 and L2, and we'll write those in or type those in right here and here. Okay, so essentially this problem is a two-stepper. In L1 you want to manually enter in the whole numbers between 0 and 5, or you can use your calculator sequence command to do that. After we do that, then we're going to, in step 2, use the calculator's binomial PDF command with the 2 input arguments for n and p to store these 6 probabilities in your calculator's list too. So first I'll show you how to do that with the TI-83, and then it's slightly different. I'll show you how to do it with the 84. Okay, so to access the sequence command, press second stat, arrow over to the operations drop down menu, and you can see that the sequence command is number 5. So if I press the 5 button, this will copy and paste that command to the calculator's home screen. And now we want to input these 4 arguments, close the parentheses, and then store the sequence as in list 1. So to access the X button, that's this button here, X, comma X, comma 0, comma 5. Close the parentheses on that, and then press your store button. It's down here above the on key, and type in list 1. So press second 1, and then hit enter. So now if you open up your calculator's list environment by pressing stat enter, you can see, oh, there they are. There's the whole numbers between 0 and 5. So it would probably be easier to manually type this in, but if your value of n is, say, 300 or a really large number, and you need to do this, then just manually typing in the whole numbers is going to be the long way to do the problem. So in that case, the easier way to do the problem would be to use the sequence command. So now to get these 6 probabilities that ought to go in this column 2, we're going to use your calculator's binomial PDF command and tell it what n and p is, and then store that in list 2. So what we'd like to do is quit back over to your home screen. Let's get back to the home screen by pressing second mode. Okay, now call up the binomial PDF command and copy and paste that to the calculator's home screen. To do this, we're going to press second vars, arrow up until you find, notice there's binomial CDF, there's a binomial PDF. We make sure to get binomial PDF here. So move your cursor until it's highlighting binomial PDF and press enter. This copies and pastes binomial PDF command to the home screen. Tell the calculator what n is, and x, and a p, the probability of success. This needs to be a percentage written as a decimal. Close the parentheses on that and press the store button again, and list 2. So press second 2 to bring up list 2, and now hit enter. So now when you open up your calculator's list environment by pressing stat enter, you can see there's those 6 probabilities that we need for our table. So now we're finished with this question. We just need to copy and paste or write these numbers into our table. Okay, let me show you how to do this problem in the TI-84. So the first thing we want to do is put the numbers, the whole numbers 0 through 5 in list 1. You can either manually do this or use the calculator sequence command. To access the sequence command, I'm going to press the second stat, arrow over to the operations drop down menu, and it looks like number 5 is the sequence command. So if I press 5, then I get this settings window, and here's where I want to tell the calculator my expression is x, my independent variable is x, and your start and stop here will always be 0 for start. Your end value will be the value of n, which in this case is 5. So if you have to do this problem again using the sequence command, the only thing you would change here is the n number, because it's likely your number of trials will change. So I'm going to leave the step number blank, and now paste this command to the home screen. And now I want to store that, so press store as list 1. So press second 1 and hit enter. This will store the whole numbers 0 through 5 in calculator's list 1. So now the next thing to do is use the calculator's binomial PDF command and tell it what n and p is, and store that in list 2. So to access the binomial PDF command, we're going to press second vars, and we're looking for binomial PDF. I don't see it, but if I arrow up, notice there's a binomial CDF, but we want to make sure to get the binomial PDF command here. So use your arrow key to move your cursor until it's highlighting binomial PDF, then press enter. This will give you a settings window. So we need to tell it the number of trials is 5. Probability for success 47%. Here's where you want to leave this x value blank, completely blank. And now paste this into the home screen. And we want to store this as list 2. So press the store button. And L2 can be accessed by pressing second 2. Now hit enter. This will effectively put the binomial probabilities in the calculator's list 2. When you press stat enter and open up your calculator's list environment, you can see, aha, we've got our binomial probability distribution table in list 1 and list 2.